This week, I don't have a choice. We're driving from California to Pennsylvania to repo and sell as many bikes as humanly possible, fast. There's just one problem. A massive blizzard is about to shut down half the country.
One of the biggest snowstorms in recent history is moving into the region, everybody. Here is the latest with our snowfall forecast. Much of Pennsylvania falling into that 12 to 18-inch range as we are going to be seeing a substantial amount of snow.
Most people will wait it out. We can't, because right now, I need this money. Well, this is my house. I kept it when I moved to California, and literally a month after I moved, the heating system blew, leaking water everywhere. The cold temperatures caused too much stress on my already ancient boiler system, causing the radiators to explode and leak water everywhere. The water damaged a lot of the floors, walls, and even caused the ceilings to cave in just a matter of days. I would have never known unless if my friend Scott happened to swing by on the place and make sure all was well. It's safe to say that everything was not all well. So shout out to Scott though, because if it weren't for him, this could have been a lot worse. If you've been subscribed for a while now, you already know this house from the previous videos. This is where the channel began. Welcome back, Hex Fam. What's good, Hex Fam? Welcome back, Hex Family. What is good, Hex Fam? Welcome back. And I'm dedicated to getting it back to where it deserves to be. If we let this house down, we let the channel down, and that's something I'm not gonna do. Anyways, you would think that insurance would help out, but they instantly rejected my claim, and when I asked them to reconsider, they rejected it again, leaving me on my own to deal with this mess. So with that said, let's hit the road and begin our journey on a vicious money run. We have no time to lose. I'm already strapped for cash, and I had no choice but to go to this gas station in the desert, which was literally my only option. Of course, it was the most expensive gas station in the country. Seriously, if you've seen prices higher than this, please leave a comment because I need to know. I drove all through the night, which is when I love to drive because there's no other cars on the road and I can make up more ground time that way. I stopped in Albuquerque, and shout out to anyone that lives in Albuquerque because I actually used to live here for a short amount of time in middle school. The gas was so much cheaper, it felt so good to leave California. I kept pushing through the Midwest, and I swear every 5 miles someone was getting pulled over. At this point, I started wondering if I was the only one not getting arrested. Eventually, I made my usual stop in Nashville, where, shocker, I saw even more people getting arrested. I pulled into a car wash and absolutely nuked all those nut-ass bugs off the windshield. After driving that far, watching the truck get cleaned again was one of the most satisfying things ever. After that, I checked into a hotel downtown and linked up with the Day One Miguel, grabbed a beer, I hit a local Nashville spot for some quick food, and then it was back on the road. Pennsylvania bound. But before that, quick stop in the Carolinas to confront a scammer. I texted this number a handful of times, no response. I called, no response. You told me that no one was responding to the emails, but then you tell me that the mother of your son did get a response, so it's just confusing to me.
I'm gonna call the credit card. I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to ruin my son's day. You know what I mean?
I'll shoot you an invoice, and once it's paid, then we can let everything go.
Yeah, I understand.
And once it's paid, everything's dropped. Simple as that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I know.
Bye-bye. I called this dude a handful of times. I texted him a handful of times, and he's not responding to me. So I show up at the house, right? His baby mom essentially is in the driveway. She knows exactly who I am. I didn't even introduce myself. Oh, are you with Russell? Oh, yeah. I'm so sorry. And then same way he's giving me all this BS, she's giving me all this BS. No one knows what's going on. No one knows anything, blah, blah, blah. Pretty much I give him an ultimatum. If he doesn't pay this invoice, we're going to take legal action. So then he's going to have to pay a fine or have jail time or both and pay for the flight ticket. Some of these people just don't get, like, if you're caught, you're caught. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, just give it up, bro. But we're on our way to our second repo, and we're about 15 minutes away, and let's do it. Before grabbing snacks and gas again, I made another quick detour to pick up a Komodo from a customer. Surprisingly, this one went smooth. The guy was actually super cool, and he even actually helped me load the bike into the truck, which in this repo world is pretty rare. After that, it was back on the road, headed north to Pennsylvania for another 8-hour push. But before we get there, we have one more situation waiting for us in Maryland. This guy called his credit card company saying the bike was unacceptable. But when I talked to him in person, totally different story. He goes, yeah, it's just too much bike for my son. Anyways, our journey continues back to Pennsylvania.
What's good, Hex fam? I've been trying to sell the 2 repos that I got on the way here, and I'm just about to sell the Komodo today, which is great news, and I still have that 3.0 that I need to sell as well. There are 2 more repos that popped up. Both are in Pennsylvania, both are RTRs, so we're on our way to go get those. Let's get it.
Driving through this Pennsylvania weather makes me a little homesick, I'm not even gonna lie. But we got the second bike loaded up. I can't believe how many bikes we're getting. But we gotta stay true to the mission and sell every repo that we get. We're selling this RTR and we're selling this Komodo tonight. Time to get the house back.
Paper out empire.
So we sold the Komodo, that was successful. We picked up another RTR, that was successful. But currently we're on our way right now to repo another RTR. This guy has been ducking all the emails, all the phone calls from Rounce Ride. So I'm currently 40 minutes away, driving through this blizzard. Hopefully this goes well, but I'm not sure. I have a different feeling about this one. So we'll see.
Well, I saw it coming. That repo was not successful, and he actually called the police on me and filed a police report. But we're not taking the L. We're loading up this RTR from the other day, and we're on our way to sell it for some cash in the middle of this blizzard. You know, shortly after I started driving, I thought, you know what? Maybe this isn't a good idea. Car stuck in a snowbank, car hit a tree. But I kept it pushing because I knew I had no choice but to sell this repo tonight. These Amish, though, are completely unfazed by the snow. I might sell the truck and cop one of those horse and buggies.
Oh my God, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
The next day, my brother and I shoveled the driveway so I could get the repo that we got from Maryland ready to sell. And let me tell you, I'm tired of these people on Marketplace, bro. Playing way too many games. Like, bro, you're not negotiating. You're just disrespecting the listing, bro. But we found another buyer, another bike sold.
Happy customer, that's for sure.
Remember that unsuccessful repo from earlier? Well, we spun back and we got it because I provided the proper documentation he wanted. And after looking at the bike, he said it was unacceptable. I don't know, bro. It just looks like you don't know how to do a wheelie.
Tell me that it's gonna be okay. It don't matter if you lie, drop the glasses on my face.
I loaded that bike up and instantly drove to Amish country where a new friend of mine is a local reseller in the area, so he offered me a nice quick cash offer that I couldn't refuse. After that, we headed to northern Pennsylvania to confront another scammer. He handed the bike over with no trouble once I showed up at their door unannounced. Smart move. I feel like these Vetras are pretty rare, and I gotta say, it's a good looking bike. So, at this point, we've repoed 5 bikes, sold 4 of them, and now it's time for the long drive back home to California. But before heading back, we had one more crazy side quest. My girlfriend's sister was flying out to California for her birthday, her first time ever on the West Coast, and I promised her I'd be there. The problem was these repo missions have been running me way behind schedule, so I did what any man of his word would do. I booked a last-minute flight straight back to LA, and honestly, I'm really glad I did. We had an awesome time. I escaped the blizzard for a bit, and got to enjoy some California sunshine. And you know what? After that, maybe the gas prices out there aren't so bad after all. And just like that, we're back on the plane headed back to Pennsylvania. Time to load the truck up, drive back to California, and get back to riding. In this video, we had no choice but to fix the damaged house and repoed as many bikes as possible, came up with as much cash as we could, but it's not nearly as much as we need to get the house back. Thank you guys for watching as always. If you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and join us here on the Hex Fam. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace, Hex Fam.
Dance the night you eat. Maybe just don't step on my feet. Nigga toes hurt.